everybody, happy holidays. As you can see, my tree is up. My angel is very crooked. Looks like she's about to fall off. Stockings hung. It's a great time of year. It is my favorite time of year. The time of giving, of family, of love, of being grateful. So I thought in that sense of giving, I'd show you guys a few of my favorite things that I think would be great presents for you guys to give to your loved ones this holiday season. They range from electronics to books to, you know, some special little creative things. Really excited to show you guys some of my favorite things. This is the Taylor Cummings Lacrosse TCL gift guide. Let's go. All right, first up is a gift for all you dog lovers. So as you guys know, we have Xena. Xena, hi. Hi. We have Xena living with us. Xena is Greg's dog from college. He rescued her our junior year of college, and he lived with her, or she lived with him in College Park during our college years, and now lives with us in the city. As you guys know, the city is loud. There's lots going on. There's a ton of other dogs and people and limes and bikes and every sort of thing, which is a lot of stimulation for her. And has caused, you know, some barking issues. So she is pretty barky in general. Moving to the city has gotten even more so. So what we got her, and what is something I highly recommend for all of you dog lovers, is a Garmin bark collar. So you can charge it in a USB, which is really nice when it gets low. And basically what this does is it senses adrenaline in the dog. So you can set it on a vibrate, you can set it on a lower shock, a medium shock, higher shock, depending on what you need. We've pretty much stayed with the vibrating motor for this one with Xena. And what it does is every time her adrenaline spikes and she's about to bark, it'll give her a little vibrate or a little shock. And it's really toned down her barking tremendously. You can see the difference. We saw a difference in the first day or two. We let her wear it for about a week with no sensor and then moved to vibrate and a little bit to the shock. But she's pretty much golden now that this is on. She doesn't bark at all. So this is a great product for you guys if you're puppy training. I know a lot of my friends who just got dogs are getting this. This was recommended to us by our dog trainer. And what's nice is you can control it by your phone. You can see when it's low. And it's really, really handy. So for our dog lovers who are looking to do some dog training, have some barky pups on their hands, this is one I highly recommend, and so did my dog trainer. Garmin bark collar. Next up on my gift guide, Under Armour products. So Under Armour is currently having a 30% off sale. They also have free shipping over 50 bucks. One of my favorite products right now is something that I just bought for myself in another color. It's the Whisper Light Mesh Tank. So what I really like about this is that it's got, you know, deeper armholes. So it's nice and breathable. On the armholes themselves, there's a mesh fabric. And it's obviously a racer back, super light. I layer this now that it's colder. I layer this under long sleeves. In the summer, I wore this with jean shorts. I could wear this with white jeans, regular jeans. I wore this to a lot of Ravens games, preseason games with shorts. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. There is a little Under Armour sign at the bottom, but it's really very subtle. But I like this because it's kind of like a lifestyle shirt that you can wear, you know, to dinner. You can wear it to work out. It's really kind of my go-to. I have it in 5 colors now. So I'm somebody, when I find something I like, I get it in different colors because it works. Under Armour is also having a 25% off sale on all fleece and running shoes. So this is a great time if you guys are trying to give some Under Armour gifts or give some gifts for somebody who likes to be super active or wants to be in the new year. Great choice. The Whisper Light Mesh Tank though, seriously, one of my favorites. I literally have it in 5 colors. If they made it in more, I'd get it. Next up, for all of you food fiends out there, this book was actually recommended to me by one of my best friends, Marie McCool. She started to use it and loved it. And since I am really aspiring to eat healthier and be better prepared in 2020, this book is going to be perfect. It's the Cook Once All Week book, or Cook Once Eat All Week book by Cassie Joy Garcia. Basically what it is it's 26 weeks of gluten-free, affordable meal prep recipes. So what you do is you start, for instance, week 4, it'll give you a list of fresh produce, frozen foods, meat, dairy, pantry items, seasonings, and then ways to substitute. So let's say you're on a diet, or you are paleo or grain-free or gluten-free. There's different dietary restrictions that we all have. This book really tries to implement as many of those as possible, find substitutes for each of the ingredients listed. So basically this ingredient list is for 1 week, and then within the week, she'll give you bonus dinner options, and then she'll tell you how to prep it all so that when you're ready to cook a meal throughout the week, you can. So there's different instructions: bake fries, roast the broccoli, make mashed potatoes, cook the ground beef, shape the patties, cook the bacon, yada yada. And then within it, she'll give you 3 or 4 different recipes that you can use with the ingredients that you've already prepped. So she basically takes 1 day of prep, and it creates 3 meals. But what's really nice is that these meals are made for a family of like 4 or 5 typically. So there's often a ton of leftovers. You can get this pretty much for a full week if you can eat these meals twice a week. So I have been traveling a lot. So this will actually be my first week next week, starting with this. And I'm starting with shredded chicken, broccoli, and rice. And with this, I get to be able to make barbecue chicken and rice casserole, white chicken chili, which Marie made, and it looks amazing, and chicken and broccoli fried rice. Yum. So these are healthy, yummy options for people who are on the go. I know a lot of you guys play a ton of different sports. Mom and dad are running around. It's difficult to cook meals and prep dinners for one night, all in one night. I've lived that life. I know how many meals you guys eat in the car. So this is a great book and a great option for parents or for teenagers or even kids who are looking to, you know, work on their cooking skills and make sure they're eating healthy, because nutrition is one of the biggest parts of being an athlete. So great option. Thank you, Marie. Yummy. Next up is something that I've talked about quite often throughout my years on this channel, but it's an oldie but goodie. It's a passion planner. So this is literally my life. When I say it's my life, it is my organizational, heaven-sent book that if I lost, I would be lost without. What I really like about Passion Planner, and you can get it undated, you can get it dated, there's different sizes, different styles. But for me, what I like is that there's the month page where I can get kind of the general scope of what's going on with the month. And then through each page, there's also different dates. It's set up by hour, or actually by half hours. So I can really see if my mornings are busy or if my afternoons are busier. Really helps me be able to plan ahead. And then what's really nice is there's personal to-do list, works to-do list, and then spaces just in case you need to add some notes. So this is for January, so I don't have much in there right now. But as you can see through my other, months, I've written different things. Puppy class, let MB know I'll miss, yada yada. There's different times where I've written in there, different times where I'm not. But there's a space to just write additional notes without cramming your planner and making everything confusing. This is literally my calendar. I'm somebody who has a Google Calendar, but I also like to have something that is tangible that I can touch. For you guys who are still in school, this would be a great place to, you know, put your homework. You can either write it here or in the to-do list, or if you're somebody who, you know, knows you have a big test or whatnot, you can also put it on the actual sheet. As you guys get older, you get into college, beyond, organization, time management is key, and having something that keeps it all in one place, all on track, was one of my secrets to success in college, and it's definitely one of my secrets to success now that I run my own business and I'm out in the real world doing 1,000 things. I highly suggest the Passion Planner. They just had a sale, might still have a sale, but either way, it's worth it. It's a year-long calendar. So this one ran from, I believe, August 2019 to July 2020. So it's a full year, and I probably get new ones every 6 months or so just because I plan so far ahead. This is my favorite Passion Planner. I've had red, I've had blue, I've had black, but I like black, so I usually stick with black. Now moving into the tech side, I use technology in a lot of different ways throughout my days. I use my iPhone probably too much. I use my Mac. I have my camera that I film my videos on. I have different headphones that I use. But one thing that I constantly use every single day, and it was a purchase that I didn't know if I was gonna regret or not, but seriously do not regret at all, is my Apple Watch. What I use this for, it obviously has the date, it has the time, it has the weather. It also is a huge part of my fitness routine. So it keeps track of my heart rate. Sometimes when we're doing workouts with Jay, running on the treadmill, for instance, he'll ask me to rest until my heart rate gets to a certain number, and then I start my next sprint. So it really helps measure my heart rate, keeps me kind of knowing when I can rest and recover and whatnot. It also has my workouts on there. So for here, these 3 rings, it tracks my move goals. So that's the calories I burn while working out, my exercise time, how long I exercise for, and my stand goal. I try to beat all of those. It's become somewhat of a game to me, but as somebody who's competitive but not necessarily playing all the time, it's one way to kind of still be competitive with myself. It also has breathing. So I sometimes, especially when I'm really stressed, it'll tell me to breathe, particularly during games or when I'm working and just have a lot going on. So I really try to follow those, keep up with my breathing, and just kind of take those moments to relax. It also downloads all of the apps from your phone onto it, so you can zoom in, zoom out. You can get your iMessage, maps, emails, calendar updates, music. There's all sorts of things on here. But what I usually use it most is the workout button. So if I'm getting ready to go for a run, I'll do indoor run and it lights up green. Woo! Or indoor cycle, elliptical, high intensity interval training, yoga, outdoor walks. So there's all sorts of different things. I even used it for skiing last weekend in Park City. Burned like 1,400 calories in like 4 hours. It was crazy how much you burn when you're skiing. But I don't really use it as much to count calories as much as just to see and be curious about how much I burn, and if I'm exerting enough while I'm working out. So this has been something that I was a little leery of, but something I truly love. So if you are in the market for a new one, or if you have a parent or a friend or, I don't know, really nice coach that you love a lot, that you want to give this to, I highly suggest this. I'm sure there are sales on various different technology store websites, Best Buy, Apple, whatever. But seriously, this is a great one. I highly recommend this one. And last but not least, for you guys who are always on the go, this is a Yeti coffee mug. So it's insulated, it keeps it super hot for super long. And what I really loved about it was I actually got this one on Etsy, and this is where you guys can get a little creative. I got this one for Greg last year. It says, "That's what I do. I drink and I know things." And this is actually a quote from Game of Thrones. He loves Game of Thrones. My whole family does. And so it was pretty ironic to put it on a coffee mug that he then brings around to work and whatnot. And I sometimes steal, which is why I have it now. So this is a great way, if you guys have a favorite show you watch with mom or dad or grandma or grandpa, or have a quote you love or anything like that, it's really easy to go on to like Etsy or Yeti even, and kind of create these custom Yetis. I see them all the time everywhere I go. This is one that really gets used quite frequently. It was a great use of money. Definitely get my return in it. He's used it all the time, so have I. And it's a simple gift that is functional. It's a little more expensive, but there's also different brands of similar insulated mugs where you can make them customizable. You can monogram them, you can put quotes on them, whatever you want. That costs a lot less as well. So this is a great idea if you're in the market or looking to kind of spread some coffee and caffeinated love to your family or friends. All right, guys, so that's a wrap on the gift guide. Got coffee, got planning, workout clothes, an Apple Watch, cooking stuff, dog stuff. We kind of covered the whole spectrum here. Long story short, even if you don't want to give a gift or can't give a gift for whatever reason, being there for your family and friends, telling them how grateful you are, showing them love is much better than buying them love. So while gifts are awesome, it's just sending a simple I love you text probably means more than anything else. With that being said, happy holidays, happy shopping. Make sure you go hug grandma and grandpa or mom or dad, because that is the most important thing this time of year. Bye, guys.